Today is the 100th day of school. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's February 12th, 2018, and for us here in Miami, Florida, today's the 100th day. And that's only counting school days, not counting weekends or holidays or days that the students are off. And it's actually also counting the first day of school along with every single day counting as a day. Our school year is 180 days, but because we had the hurricane earlier this year, we lost 7 instructional days, and then we gained 2 back because they changed some of our teacher planning days into actual school days for the students to come and get their instruction. So I can't wait to take you along today on what I have planned to do with my students. Today is also Abraham Lincoln's birthday, so that's so appropriate because we have been reading about him, his biography, the Gettysburg Address last week, and so forth. So we'll probably have a little discussion about that as well. So I'm very, very excited, and it all starts with me. It's Monday, so I am going to my Weight Watchers meeting, and I'm thinking that today is going to be a really, really good day for me in Weight Watchers. Crossing my fingers here. I think so. I think it will. The only thing is, I left my Weight Watchers plan book at home where it has the little booklet where I track all my weight. So I might get a little slap in the hand for not bringing it today, but they do have my card that shows my previous weight, so at least I'll know how many pounds I did lose. I'm very excited, and I'll catch up with you as soon as I get a chance, because today the students have Spanish, and they have Spanish in the classroom, so I don't really have a break in the classroom without the students until lunchtime. Let's see what happens until then. So it's now my lunchtime, and I wanted to show you quickly what are some of the things that I put together for the students' 100th day of school. I mean, today is Monday, so they're taking their practice test, and they spend most of the period just taking their practice test. But we had about 10 minutes after the practice test for them to work on this cute little activity, and they started today, and they'll just finish tomorrow, and it'll be an instant bulletin board that I can just put up in the classroom or outside in our hallway display. I also want to show you a little gift that I put together from myself and my co-teacher. So let me show you what I created for the students. So I made this tag on PowerPoint. It says, "Hooray, you are 100 days brighter. Here's a gift from us to you," from Miss Sanchez and Mrs. Gonzalez. And then really close on right here where the pencil goes, because I would just use an X-Acto knife and cut through there and put the pencil through, which I'll show you in a moment. And it says, "A bright pencil for a bright student." So there are 9 tags per sheet, and I use my Astro Bright's bright paper, and these are the leftover scraps from the border that I cut from that tag, so that you can see what are the colors that I use. And I did use cardstock, so it's a little bit more sturdy. Let me show you the tags right now. So these are the tags. As you can see, these are the different colors that I put together for this little gift. So there's 4 bright colors, and like I said, I basically just used some white cardstock, and I would put the tag on here, and with a X-Acto knife, I would just cut through the line to make little slits so that I can then feed the pencil through there. And these pencils I got from the Target dollar spot. There were 10 for $1, and they say different things. The red ones say, "Yes, you can." The orange says, "Dream big." The green say, "Great job." The blue says, "Love to learn." And the purple says, "Shine bright." So I thought that was great. I was debating whether or not I should put a pencil. I wanted to kind of give them highlighters, but it was going to be a little bit too pricey. And I wanted to give them neon gel pens, but again, it was going to be a little bit too pricey. And then I saw these at Target, and I picked up enough for both classes. I have 36 students in total, so I got 4 packs of these. My homeroom class already got theirs, so now I'm just going to put these together for my afternoon class. . thing that I put together for them to quickly do is an idea that I saw on Pinterest, so I cannot take credit for this. I will be sure to link the person who originally posted this on Pinterest, or the post that I saw it from on Pinterest, down in the description box below. But it's called The First 100 Days in One Emoji, and the students need to color one emoji to show how they feel. And I recreated this with my own emoji graphics that I purchased from TPT. I'll also link that artist in the description box below so you can see who I used. And this is what I created. So I put it in a spread. I created it on PowerPoint, and then I saved it as a PDF, and I put it on a spread so that is 2 pages per sheet. So yeah, this is basically the activity, how it looks when it's cut out. And again, it's 2 per sheet. And the students can just color one emoji and then explain why they feel that way, and then they can color the border. I asked them to put their names on the back because I'm planning on displaying these in the classroom and in the hallway. So that's pretty much the activities that I have planned today for the 100th day of school. Hooray! Only 75 more days to go. And for lunch today, I have a Szechuan beef noodle soup from this Asian restaurant that I really, really love called Bento. And this is my typical salad with a balsamic ginger dressing. Yummy. All right, so it's the end of the day, and my afternoon class didn't have time to do the first 100 days in one emoji activity, which is fine. They'll do that for due now tomorrow. And I had these students that were not here in the afternoon, so they'll get their pencils tomorrow as well. Very exciting 100th day. All right, so really quickly, I wanted to show you the writing practice test that the students took today, which was the last practice test. After this, the test that they will take is the real test on March 6th. So today, the students had to write about an opinion prompt on whether schools should allow students to get good grades in order to participate in after-school sports. So they had to unwrap the prompt, do the APT, 1, 2, 3, and the 3 is whether it's a 1-part, 2-part prompt, and this is a 1-part prompt. So they did that, and then they read the sources. This is my example, and these are my annotations about the sources. So there were 3 sources. This one, general information about the topic, so it gave you some pros and cons about the grade and kids participating in after-school sports and why grades are important, because it says here that education should always be more important than any sport. And then in source 2, it goes over the yes, schools should allow good grades in order to let students participate in after-school sports. And this one is no, sports are separate from schools. Schools should not be the deciding factor on whether students should participate or not. After I read all the sources, I annotated, and as I was annotating, I went ahead and I gathered my evidence. So I put yes, schools should require good grades, or no, schools should not require good grades. And I gathered all my evidence and I put sources. So S3 would be source 3, S1 is source 1, S2 is source 2. And then I created my plan. So I was for the no, schools should not require good grades, and I gave 3 reasons why I feel that way. I elaborated on it, and I cited some evidence to support each reason. And then I started writing my essay. So that's my introduction. Here's my first body paragraph. This time I am writing all the E's, the extra E's that I am adding to elaborate and give evidence, and I kept going over here. I haven't finished yet. I'm still in the middle of writing my second body paragraph. I just have to finish this last sentence. I'm deciding whether or not I should do the last body paragraph. I think I am, because I really like this reason, which is parents should decide, not schools, on whether kids should participate in after-school sports. So that will be my last paragraph, and then my conclusion. So yeah, that's basically what the students wrote to, which probably wasn't the most fun topic, but I did want to give them a variety of different topics for them to practice on. And I told them, even if it's a topic that you do not like, you still have to write like you're in love with it, because it shows in your writing. So that's basically what I did today under 100th day of school, along with my morning group doing the first 100 days in one emoji activity, which everyone will finish tomorrow. So now it's the end of the day, and it's been a pretty okay day for the 100th day of school, basically because it's Monday, and the students were taking their 2-hour FSA writing practice test, which takes up the entire block of instruction. So there wasn't that much that we could do extra in addition. My homeroom class was able to start on their 100th day mini writing activity that I showed you earlier. But my afternoon group, they just didn't have the time because I have them for pretty much exactly 2 hours. So they will finish that tomorrow in the morning as part of their warm-up, as I showed previously as well. And I think they're going to enjoy it and have a great time. I passed out the pencils. The students loved it. It was a really, really great idea. I'm so happy that I did that. The kids really loved the messages on the pencils and what the message on the tag said. So some of them were like, yay, I'm 100 days brighter, I'm 100 days smarter. It was really great that they were able to receive that from us. As part of a little reflection that I do want to make. So this morning when I came in, I saw the aftermath after the sub, which I will show you right now. So I'm coming in this morning for the first time after being out since Friday. Today's Monday. It's the 100th day of school. It's February 12th, 2018. And first things first, I noticed that they removed 3 of the computer towers that were here, but they didn't take the monitors. So these computers have been in the school since it opened in 2006. And those computers were really far gone. They just were not working anymore. So the computer tech said he was going to take them, which is fine. But now I have 3 extra monitors, 3 extra keyboards, 3 extra mice, and I need to find what to do with them. And also, I think I'm going to condense this. Instead of 2 tables, I'm going to just use 1. So I'm going to donate a table to another teacher in the classroom. So let's take a look around the classroom to see how it looks after the sub was here. All of this looks pretty much the same as I left it on Thursday for the students to use on Friday. This looks like it's pretty much similar. I mean, it's a little bit moved around, so I don't know if the sub actually used it. And let's see my desk. So my desk looks, I mean, pretty okay. Ooh, I got a box. Oh, I know exactly what this is. So I'll unbox this later. And looks like I have a message, so I'll have to listen to that when I get a chance. It looks pretty neat and organized. There's a note from the sub, some information about the students, and the students' work is in here. Let me see if they were able to write their essays at least, because, I mean, this is the only work that I left them, so I'm hoping they were able to do that. Okay, so I see some written work. Clean the room for you, Miss Sanchez. Sincerely, your Fiki group. Oh, so your Fiki cleaned up the room. Very nice. I think they're just making sure that they're following some really good kindness characteristics and goals. All right, so the room looks pretty good. Not bad for the day after the sub. All right, see you soon. So that's basically how I found my room after the sub, which I thought was pretty good for it being the day after they just had a sub. The room was clean, everything was organized. I seemed to have their work in the folders. But after I went to my Weight Watchers meeting, which you also saw, I lost 4.6 pounds in 1 week. I am so proud of myself. Now we are not going to meet again until 2 more weeks because next week is President's Day. But anyway, after I came back from my Weight Watchers meeting, I found out that my afternoon class got split up because my co-teacher was also absent the same day that I was absent on Friday. And her class got split up because they couldn't find a sub for her. So those students that got split up never had an opportunity to come into my class in the afternoon, which usually if a teacher is not here, like if she's not here and I'm here and the kids are split up, I try to make sure I find the kids that were split up. I gather them back in my room and I split up my homeroom the same way that the other class was split up so that both classes are able to get the same subjects. But that wasn't the case. And I kind of got really, really annoyed by that because then that meant that my homeroom was with the sub the entire day doing only reading and writing. They never got to do their math and science work that my co-teacher left them. Some of the students mentioned to me that they kind of asked the sub if they were going to switch and the sub refused. So that just really annoys and frustrates me. But you know what? Even though it really kind of started my day off on a negative note and I was really, really annoyed by that, I'm just going to let it go. I have to stop, trying to get things to be done in a certain way and just let it be. The you know, it is what it is, and now I just have to move on from that and go on. Other than that, I really, like I said, didn't have a break today because I do have Spanish, but it's in my classroom. I was actually working in my classroom with something else. When it's my usual planning time the rest of the school week, which is between 10:05 to 11:05, when the students have specials, that's my co-teacher's planning time on Mondays as well. I don't have that planning time on Mondays, but we kind of had to swap because we had a parent come for a gifted educational plan meeting so that we can renew her son's plan. So we kind of swapped. She watched my students while they were taking their writing practice test, and I went to her room to meet with the parent and do the paperwork. So that took up some time as well. I think on the most part, it was an okay day. I mean, I would have wished that maybe it didn't fall in a day when we were doing the practice test, because I could tell from the students they were tired and I was tired too. And if I, as a teacher, I'm tired, I know my students are way beyond me, right? So I'm definitely going to make it up to them. I'm planning some really, really fun lessons for the rest of the week and the rest of the time before the writing test. Today was the very last practice test that we were going to do. The next 2-hour test that they take will be the actual writing test on March 6th. So yeah, at least that's done. We're going to do some fun writing lessons. We're going to read some great stories. We're going to continue embedding all those reading standards. So it's going to be, I hope, because that's my goal this year, right? More fun and novelty instruction. So it's going to be a lot more fun the next 3 weeks before the actual writing test. And then we'll have a little mini celebration that, yay, we finished our writing portion of the reading test. And now we just have to make sure that we are all set for the reading, which is the 3rd week of April, and math as well. So we're gearing up to that, and we're going to try and do it the best that we can, by helping the students not feel so burnt out, because I did notice that some of my students were pretty tired. One of them was a little anxious, so I kind of helped him by allowing him to drink some water, do some breathing exercises, and I even told him, go out into the hallway, walk at the end of the hall, turn around, walk to the other end of the hall, and our hallways are pretty long, and then come back, so that he can kind of relax and get back into a calmer sense of being, because I guess the test, you know, it was boring. All right, before I end this 100th day vlog, I want to open that box that I showed you in my clip that I showed you of my aftermath after the substitute. So I got this sort of heavy package from the Atlas Pen and Pencil Company. I got it from a website called forteachersonly.com, and I want to show you what I got, which are some really, really neat little things. Okay, so many goodies in this bag. These are pencil top erasers. So I got a, how many? A gross, which is 144. Pencil top erasers. So they come in this plastic little container. So I got 2 boxes of pencil top erasers. So that's 1, and that's 2. I also got, I thought I ordered more of these, but I guess I ordered 1 pack. There are, I believe, 12. There are 12 erasers. They're white erasers and say erase your oops away. And I used to have like a class set, and years ago when I only had 1 class, I bought a class set and I put the student's name, because as you can see there's a line. So I would put the student's name like with a Sharpie, a fine tip Sharpie, and that would be their eraser. So I got these, and this is the awesomeness. I got 2 boxes of personalized pencils. Now, how did I personalize them? Let me show you. All right, so box number 1, and this is a gross of pencils. There's 144. All right. I'm having a little bit of a pencil issue in my classroom lately, and my pencils are going missing. I have some pencil cups with pencils so that if the students forget their pencils or don't have pencils, I can provide them with pencils, because I do need them to do the work, right? So if they don't have a pencil, they don't have the utensils, I give them the writing utensils that they need. All right, so this one is a blue pencil, and I have it engraved. I'll show you up close in the camera. Hopefully you can see it. It says Sanchez pencil. Use, love, return. Let me see if you can see it. So hopefully I'll keep these in my cup where all the pencils are for the students to use. Right now they're using tiny golf pencils with erasers. that I put little flags made out of duct tape. And the next box, these are going to be fun. All right, let me show you how they look. Whoops! Bloopers. All right. The next is a box of maroon pencils engraved in white letters, and they say, "This is a magic wand." And I love it because, as you know, I'm pencils and magic wand, so pencil is a magic wand. Awesome! I love this. You know, I am super, super close to getting my 200th subscriber. So if I get 200 subscribers, maybe I'll do a little giveaway. And maybe I'll include 5 of these pencils in that giveaway. Some thought there. I will let you know and keep you posted on that. So that is it for my 100th day of school. It's been an interesting year so far. I've been through a roller coaster of emotions, ups and downs, and many new things this school year with our new principal, which she's amazing, and new leadership team with new expectations and new things that they have been implementing. So it's been an adjustment year a little bit, and so many new requirements that are not just coming from our school, but from the whole district. So it's been an interesting year so far. Maybe I'll talk about it more later. But you know what? All in all, when things like that happen, it's just room for change and room for growth. So change equals growth most of the time, hopefully, right? Thinking positive. And it's been a pretty okay year so far. We have 75 days left of school, 75 school days, not counting weekends or holidays. And this is the time of year when I always think, you know, the year just flies by after we come back from winter break. We're already in the middle of February. Before you know it, it's going to be over and we're going to be in March. The students take their writing test and then it's going to be spring break. And when we come back from spring break, it's, the rest of the CBT testing, which is the computer-based testing, and then all our end of the year activities. Lots of fun coming up soon, but we are in crunch time. So my goal is to provide my students right now with more brain breaks, some mindfulness activities to help them with anxiety and with any feelings of stress, and just provide some fun, engaging lessons as we review and go over essential standards. All right, so that's it for my 100th day video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment down below, and let me know what you think about it. Also, if you haven't subscribed, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. Have a beautiful, magical day, and don't forget to smile.